Rocky Mountain Permaculture presents Permabits.
A dramatic reading by Pistachio. To be a tree or not to be a tree? That is the question. Morgan Bowen here from RockyMountainPermaculture.com. We've got some pistachio nuts here. They're raw pistachios harvested straight from the tree. And I'm going to show you how to propagate pistachio trees with a couple simple techniques. These will be pistachio trees from seed. And later on in the series, look forward to some propagating by cuttings. I'll do a little of that a little bit later on in the season. But for right now, it's propagating by seed. With the pistachios, you can either get them from a pistachio tree, or you can get them hopefully online raw, or maybe at a health food store. Make sure they're raw, unprocessed, unheated, untreated, unroasted, and unsalted. Those won't work. So these are pistachios that are raw straight from the tree. If you notice here, this is sort of my setup here, and these have been going for about a week in the little container here, and you'll just kind of see that I've actually got some little bits of sprouts going on here, and they're coming out of the seed really nicely. So I'm going to take those in just a minute or two and transplant those into some little plastic cups I've got. I've kind of gone to these plastic cups. I like them because when people use them for a party or something, you can basically upcycle them. I just drill a little hole in the bottom, so there's a drain hole, and get those ready. You can kind of see the little hole that I drilled with the regular drill bit there, and plant the pistachios or whatever I'm planting in there, so they make good little seed starter cups. And the nice thing is you can also see the root system developing in there as well, see if they're getting root bound, if you need to change them out. So here's back to the pistachios here. I just took a simple little plastic baggie. I took a piece of paper towel and folded that up and just soaked it with water, and then laid the seeds on top of it. Some seeds, like apples, like to be cold before they're germinated, so people put them in the refrigerator. Pistachios, it's kind of the opposite way around. You want to have them in a warm area, and I've got them on this counter next to a window, and I've got my little heat duct blowing up from underneath that keeps this table quite warm. And so I start my seeds here anyway. So this is the first little, I'll show you the kind of the step-by-step as I break open some pistachios and then put them into the bag. First thing I'm going to do to propagate is I'm going to take my raw pistachios that I've got, and you want to get the shell broken off. So you can use a little nutcracker, maybe a little hammer or something, and you just kind of break the shell off like you would with, taking off a pistachio shell. And I just take that off, and we get those cleaned off of there. And we've got a pistachio nut there that's free and loose. Take another one here. And we break that one. Okay. And get that cracked in there. Okay. Just like so. So once you get your pistachios to where you've got several of them cracked and ready to go, you can take it to the next step. And the next step is simply getting them in a place where they can get some moisture and start the process. So there's 3 of my seeds. You can start as many as you'd like. Of course, the more, and if you get good germination, the more trees you're going to have. This one looks like I might have damaged the little seed. That may come to fruition. I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paper towel here, and you're going to fold it. And I just like to kind of have a good couple of layers of paper towel. You take your little plastic baggie, and you put the paper towel in the bag like so, and shove it in like that. Okay, put that in like that. Next thing you're going to do is add some water. Okay, now we're going to add a little water to our baggie here, just to get the paper towel moist. So pour a little in there, and they are super absorbent, right? That's what the advertisement says. So you'll just want to let that kind of absorb in. Make sure I like it good and soaked there. So make sure you get some good soakage going on in there. After about a week or so, I actually add a little bit of water to these the ones that I did earlier, just to keep them damp. And then I just set them down inside there like that, and kind of let the, as many as you want to put in. Probably put 8 or 10 in a little bag like this. Then you've got them going like that. So I just got the 3 here right now. That I'll start off for now in here. But anyway, that's how you just set them up. Very simple, very easy. And then those will, of course, fill up with water. As they absorb the water, they'll start to germinate. And just like these ones that are a couple of weeks later, you'll notice they're all sprouting. I guess these ones are doing really, really well here. And so what I'll do is I'll take these next and I'll transplant those into cups, and then we'll get that process started. Okay, these 2 definitely have got some good germination. I can see this one's starting to get ready to go, and maybe these 2 as well. I might leave those in the bag just a little longer to get them sprouting just the way I want to, but we'll go ahead and take our cup, and we'll take our first pistachio seed that's been germinated, and I'm just simply going to make a little divot or a little hole in there into the cup, into the growing media. And I just find an organic potting soil. It's more common to find them now. You might have to look online if you're away from stores. Even some of the big box stores are now going organic with some of their things. So there I take my little seed there, okay? And I'm going to take that seed, I'm just going to put it right down into the growing medium. It looks like it's already cast its shell out there. And then we're just going to kind of cover that up just lightly. And then what I'll do with this is I'll go ahead and I'll put a little water in it and just keep it on my growing table here until I get a little sprout coming out in a day or 2. I guess I can do this one here as well. But it's as simple as that. There's not much to it. You let them grow, and then at certain points you'll probably either want to take the seedling directly. If you grow enough of them, you can actually propagate and put them right into the garden, right where you want to start growing them, and just see if you can get some seedlings to grow. Put several in the ground and see which ones make it and do well as a little seedling, and then you can have those all grow up together, and the ones that you don't want right there, you can cut them out eventually, or the one that does the best, you could do that. Another thing people might want to do is to actually propagate and sell trees, maybe a little project for your kids or even yourself if you want to try to make a little money, selling some things off of your garden and that kind of thing. So pretty simple, and we'll revisit this in a week or 2 and see how they're developing, how they're growing, and also get some cuttings, and we'll do some propagation by cuttings in a week or 2 as well. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rocky Mountain Permaculture on YouTube, and we're also our website at RockyMountainPermaculture.com, our RSS feed if you'd like to subscribe to that. We're going to try to come out with a video every week, hopefully, or maybe more for the next year or so. So that's our goal. Anyway, join us. Thanks. This is entirely unethical. What are you doing? Please keep that thing. Ah!
Don't touch that mouse until you watch every episode of Rocky Mountain Permaculture's Permabits, brought to you by RockyMountainPermaculture.com.